Alright, this video is about the Class 4 flight physical. I tried uploading another one, but it said it was too long, so I have to redo it. I had to go to a Marine base to do my Class 4 flight physical. UAV Operator 15 Whiskey, the requirements, one of them to have that MOS is you gotta have a Class 4 flight physical. And I have no idea why, but you just do. And yeah, that's how the Army is. You gotta have something. They tell you to do something, you do it. So, yeah. I went to check in. You check into this building. Like for me, it was like two buildings, and they're both the same thing. Like the medical area is on base. They're like the sick bay. Like if you're sick one day, you go to the sick bay and you get the doctor checked out, and whatever he says, goes or whatever. It's like a clinic, basically, what I could refer it to. Like it's not a hospital because there's like no beds and shit, but it's like a clinic, I guess. And it's really hectic. Like they want to get you in, they want to get you out. They want to do the things you need to do, and then you're good, you're done. So for me, I had to go in, I had to check in and get my. You have to do paperwork for why you're there, the reason why you're there, and then they give you a packet, like a little packet. It's like paper stapled together, like different pages of. Top page is like a checkoff sheet for what you need to do for your flight physical, and you go to each little section in the other building, get it done, get it signed by the doctor. So the first thing I had to do was chest checked out. You gotta do your breathing, make sure your respiratory is okay. That was already good. Do that. Gotta have a chest X-ray. You have to X-ray your chest. So you stand in 3 different positions to X-ray your chest. It's like one is you're just standing fine. The other one's you stand to the side, and the other one you stand to the side facing the other direction. That was good. Dental, I had to go into a different dental room, and there's a bunch of Navy corpsmen everywhere. They poke around at my teeth, and they looked at it with the mirror, a little pokey thing that poked, and then I was good. They said I was fine. So it was really short. Took X-rays of my teeth too, and that was good. I had to do blood work, get blood taken and pee in a cup again. I almost passed out. Everything got all because my recruiter told me it was 1 vial of blood, at MEPS, but it's not 1 vial of blood. They take out 6. I think. I don't know. I don't really remember. There was a lot of blood though, and I almost passed out. My vision got all fuzzy at the bottom, and everything got all bright, and my heartbeat started beating really fast, and my breathing was really slow. It's kind of freaky. It sketched me out. I never had felt like that before, and almost passed out. It was a hot nurse though, so that was a plus. After that, I did a hearing test. You gotta have a hearing test. It's the same thing at MEPS, little clicky thing. You click for the noise. A lot of it's the same physical stuff at MEPS. Just there's a couple things they throw in there that are different, like the chest X-ray and the dental, and you have to have an eye exam. You pee in a cup too, but this time you don't have to have a guy standing at your dick while you pee in a cup. You actually get to go in a bathroom just by yourself to pee in the cup. And well, for me, I did. And excuse me. The eye exam, I had to go back a second time to do that because I needed some things you needed appointments for. I don't know how it'll be where anybody else goes, but for me, where I went, a lot of people were doing eye exams, so I'd have an appointment for it. And it was really busy because there was a lot of Marines in uniform there, and I guess I found out that you have to have a physical done before you deploy to Afghanistan, Iraq, or wherever you're getting deployed to. You have to have a physical done, pre-physical, and then when you get there, you have to have a physical when you come back home from there to make sure everything is good before you went, and everything was good when you went. While you were there, when you came back, everything, nothing happened, it changed over there. So I did that, or I mean, that's what they were there for, I guess. There's a bunch of Marines going to Afghanistan. I had to have an eye exam, which sucked. I had to go back. It took up the whole day, pretty much. You go in. First, they do a checkup on your eyes, at the doctor, to tell you to read the letters and stuff, make sure everything's okay. and then you wait again. It's a lot of waiting. Everything is waiting. Like, you're gonna have to get used to waiting. Like in the army and any military branch, I would assume too. At waiting everywhere, everywhere. So that's how it is. Hooah. Do that. Then I had to wait, and then I had to go back and talk to the doctor. The doctor put my chin on the thingy, and you just look. He tells you to look straight forward, and then he what he does is he dims the lights, and then he shines like a light into your eye, and he looks with like a little like magnifying glass telescope thing. He like looks into your eyes with the light in there, with the room's dark, and he looks into each eye, and then he dilates your eyes, and does another thing. What he does is he puts eye drops in your eyes. The first 2 eye drops. The first one is supposed to relax the muscles, like so you have no control over the muscles in your eyes where you focus, so you can't focus on anything. Like if you put your hand close to your face, like really close to your face, like this close to your face, like you can't, like if there was words there, you wouldn't be able to read it, like it's all blurry, right? Well, it's like that, but normal vision. Like you could be staring like this far away, and you wouldn't be able to see your hand. It's all blurry. It's like a a tan blob, whatever. And so you can't focus or see on anything really for a while. But that goes away. That for me, like that went away. Like I was there at like 9, and it went away around like 3:30. So I was able to see stuff. And then they dilate your eyes too. Second eye drop, you put it in so that your pupils get all big, so they can like put light into it. I guess check your pupils or whatever, something like that. So everything gets really fucking bright. Like this, if I saw like my white V-neck, if I saw it, it would be like fucking like the sun, like really bright. Like everything that's white is really bright, and shiny things like car tire rims, whatever, are like really bright. They're supposed to give you sunglasses when you leave the building. They didn't give me any, so I walked out. Everything was fine, and I opened the door outside, and it's like fucking just like this ray of sunlight at me, and I'm like, fuck, my eyes are on fire. It sucked, and that lasted for like a whole nother day. So yeah, you get your eyes dilated. Yeah, and then then you have to go back again. I haven't been back yet, but I have to have an appointment. But that's like your entry stuff, and then you have to go back and talk to a flight surgeon, and he reviews your packet like on everything you got signed off on and all the little sections you went to. And I guess like maybe I haven't been there yet, so I don't know what it's like, but I think he covers like each individual section himself. Like he must be some sort of head doctor. Like he's called a flight surgeon, I guess. So, and then like if there's anything he needs to go over himself, he probably does it or something. But and then once you have, I guess he signs off the whole thing and then stamps it or whatever, and then you're good. Then your flight physical is done. So yeah, that's one of the requirements for 15 Whiskey UAV Operator. You got to have a flight physical class 4. Online, I heard that it was a class 3 flight physical, but my enlistment contract says I need a class 4 flight physical, so my recruiter said class 4 flight physical it is then. So that, and then you have to have a secret security clearance for your MOS. And from what I heard, it's like you just talk to some lady, like she goes over, makes sure your credit's okay, everything financially is okay, like you haven't taken out any loans or default loans on banks and stuff like that, you know, like you've paid everything off. It's stupid stuff like that. Make sure you don't have any speeding tickets, or I don't know what it consists of really, because I haven't had my security clearance, like I think it's called like a security clearance like interview. I haven't had that yet, but I guess you get it at some point. Some chick calls you up or somebody calls you up saying, hey, what's up? So you gotta have a secret security clearance, and you gotta have a class 4 flight physical. So have my flight physical out of the way. So yeah, that's what it consists of. I don't ship for a while actually. I got a few months before I leave. So if any of you guys right now, like there's only like 2 or 3 guys commenting on these videos, but I mean they haven't been up that long, but it's whatever. If anybody out there's got any questions about 15 Whiskey UAV Operator, or depping in, or future soldiers, or what the Army's like, you know, before you leave, or any questions relating to the military, depping in, maps, future soldiers, UAV Operator, any of those questions, you know, that I'd be able to answer, you know, I'd gladly answer. I'll make a video for it or whatever, because I don't know what to make a video about now. So if you guys got any questions, please post them, ask them. Catch you future soldiers later.